Good morning, readers. Today we are going to talk about key scenes. Go ahead and fill out your reading learning intention sheet. Today, as a reader, I am working on finding theme through key scenes. Readers, last week we learned to find theme through asking questions. And we asked the questions, what did the main character learn? What made the good things happen in the story? What could have prevented the bad things in the story from happening? This week, we learned a second way to find theme, by thinking about the issues in the book. We learned that readers look for issues that continually occur and think about how the character reacts to these issues. And we also learned that issues are the problems in the story. Then we learned to think about what the character does when he or she encounters those issues, or how does he or she react. And we learned that thinking about that will lead us to the theme. We're going to learn a third way to find theme. We're going to find theme through analyzing or thinking about the key scenes in a story. So, when a character experiences strong emotions or makes big choices, you should pause and think extra hard about the scene and how it is related to the lesson in the book. Once you think about that, you are going to do some free writing or writing long. So here are steps when we're thinking about key scenes. The first is that we need to identify the key scenes. That means we need to actually decide what a key scene is, or when we've come across a key scene. The second is that we need to think about that key scene. And finally, we need to free write or write long about the key scene. Let's think about the miraculous journey of Edward Tulane. A key scene that I identified in that book was Sarah Ruth's death. I was doing some thinking about Sarah Ruth's death and how Edward Tulane reacted to her death. And I wrote this about it. Sarah Ruth died. Edward was really upset. Sarah Ruth's death made him realize that he really cared about Abilene. It also helped him to understand his own feelings. Edward loved Sarah Ruth. This makes me think that the theme of Edward Tulane might be love, or caring for one another. Readers, you're going to do this same work with a page from the Giving Tree. This is the last page of the book and a key scene. If we read it together, it says, "I am sorry," sighed the tree. "I wish that I could give you something, but I have nothing left. I am just an old stump. I am sorry." Here we see that the tree is having a strong emotion. And then it goes on to say, "I don't need very much now," said the boy. "Just a quiet place to sit and rest. I am very tired." "Well," said the tree, straightening herself up as she could. "Well, an old stump is a good place for sitting and resting. Come, boy, sit down and rest." And the boy did. Right now, you are going to write about this key scene. Go ahead and get out your your reading binder and turn to a blank page and write down some thoughts about this key scene. Readers, use the Growing Ideas chart if you need to, if that helps you get your thoughts going. Readers, share what you wrote with your reading partner. Readers, today you are going to meet with your book club. Make sure you have your book with you and your notes that you've written about your book. Remember that you should have at least 3 sticky notes, and that one of those notes should be a long note. That means that you took one of your notes and you wrote long about something or about an idea. The next thing that you are going to do is, after your book club is done meeting, you will read. And then finally, as you read, you should think about the key scenes in your story. Let's make it a great reading day.